Welcome back to HARBRO Freight, back to normal, back to hot deals, cool prices. July 14th to 27th, the new super coupons are back out. And let's go ahead and jump right in. If you find this useful, please consider liking and or subscribing. Did you take advantage of the the few hours notice of the 20% off this past, what was it, Thursday? Did you get your free buckets? How many buckets did you get? I got one and I got my 65-pound magnets. I didn't go too crazy. But anyways, let me know and let's jump right in to the new hot deals. Cool prices now through 7/27. So it looks like they're extending the Maddox 20% off all Maddox products. That was going on for the last super coupons, and looks like they've extended it from the 14th to the 27th. So if you didn't have a chance to get your Maddox products that you needed, you got a couple more weeks to do it. And then moving right over, right away, U.S. General alert. U.S. General alert. Plum purple pre-sale orders available. We have a super coupon for the U.S. General 30-inch 5-drawer mechanics cart, $220, $60 off, available in 9 colors. Now, we've seen it better than this. We've seen it go down to about $199, so about $20 cheaper, which isn't bad. If you would have taken advantage of the 20% off coupon, you only would have gotten $56 off, which is pretty close to the $60. So this is just over 20%. Again, which is pretty good. If you don't want to mince the last $20, it's a good pickup, or you can wait for it. It'll likely go back down to $199, maybe $189 around Black Friday, but still a really good deal for this 30-inch 5-drawer mechanics cart. This is the one I got. Check out my short. Super coupon. Next, starting off with a couple of classics. The Pittsburgh 3-ton profile floor jack with rapid pump, $149.99. Now, the price isn't that classic. But this is the low profile, 3-ton, $30 off, a little bit less than 20%. So a lot of these are going to feel a little bit, soy, a little bit salty about, because we just had that 20% off. So almost if it doesn't meet that 20% off gauge, feels a little bit tough. But anyways, we'll keep that in the back of our head. $149.99, $30 off. We keep going. The Portland 1750 PSI, 1.3 gallons per minute. Corded electric pressure washer for $75, 16% off, was $89.99. Then we have the Predator 2-inch 212cc gasoline engine semi-trash water pump, 158 gallons per minute, $249.99, $40 off. Then the Central Machinery 30-inch 3-speed pedestal high-velocity shop fan. Feels like this thing's been on sale for a while now. $30 off, $129.99, normally $160, a little less than 20% off. Then we have the Vulcan Omni Pro 20 2.0 and 220 industrial multi-process welder with 120, 240 volt input, $949, $150 off. Let's see, 20% would be about $110 off, at least $100. So not well below, but definitely below 20% on that one. Hallmaster 400-pound capacity, 1-inch by 15-foot ratcheting tie downs, 4-pack, $699. $12.99 normally, 46% off. Big discount, although I think these are the ones that they've given out for free in the past. Still decent deal, $6.99. Then we have the Bauer 2000 PSI 1.3 gallons per minute max performance electric pressure washer. This is the one I've gotten, and it's great, with the exception of, I think with any corded pressure washer, there's a lot of hoses, a lot of reels, a lot of cords going around. $30 off, $190 at $160. Quinn alert. We have the Quinn 3/4-inch drive socket accessory kit, 5-piece, $34.99 at 12% off. Then we have the Centec 210 50-amp 12-volt analog charger with engine start, $44.99, 10% off, was $50. Then we have the Predator 6.5 horsepower 212cc chipper shredder, $480, $120 off, which is it's exactly basically 20% off, so good deal. Then we have the Fortress 26-gallon 175 PSI ultra quiet oil-free vertical shop auto air compressor, $350, $50 off of $400. Not too great, just over 10% off. Then we have the Cover Pro 10-foot by 17-foot portable car canopy at $190, only $10 off. Then we have the Greenwood 100-foot by 3/4 inch contractor garden hose for 30 bucks, 14% off. That's 5 bucks off there. Then we have the Centec 21040 200 amp 6 and 12 volt automatic battery charger with engine jumpstart for $150, $10 off. And this is pretty convenient. Not a great discount, but convenient because this can be wheeled around. And anything with wheels that you can wheel around makes things that much easier. We continue Viking 28 15 amp automatic microprocessor controlled battery charger, 60 bucks, 20% off. Good deal. Normally 75 bucks. Then we have the US General Peg type socket tray 3-piece for 18 bucks, 28% off. You get it blue, green, black, or red. Metric or SAE. Then we have the Hardy high dexterity impact resistant work gloves for $12.99, 13% off. Normally 15 bucks. And we have the foldable aluminum sports chair. Your choice of color, either green or blue, 16% off. Normally 30 bucks, down to 25 bucks. Love the side table. Love that it has a few bags on the side so you can carry your miscellaneous things. Then we have the Hallmaster 2-ball adjustable aluminum hitch, 6-inch drop, 6-inch rise for $110, $30 off, which is a good deal there. Normally 20% would be $28 off, so we're above 20%. So good deal on this adjustable hitch. Then we have the Franklin 150-pound capacity drywall panel hoist, $190, $30 off there. Then we have the Portland 6.5 amp 9.5 inch electric pole saw, $54, 10% off here. Then we have the Hallmaster 5/16 inch by 20 foot grade 70 trucker's chain, $42.99, 14% off on those. All right, decent deal if you absolutely need them. Then we have the Drummond 1/4 horsepower worry-free, so you won't have to worry about anything. Automatic submersible utility pump, $120, $30 off. Good deal there, 20% off. Then we have the Banks 18 gauge 2-in-1 brad nailer and narrow crown stapler, $22.99, 34% off. So good discount here. What is that, $11, $12? 34% off on this Banks brad nailer and narrow crown stapler. Next, Bauer 8.5 amp 1/2 inch impact wrench with rocker switch, 60 bucks, 14% off. Used to be $69.99. Then we have the Bauer 20V cordless 18 gauge brad nailer tool, only 90 bucks, $10 off. That's 10% off. And we have the Central Pneumatic 20 ounce HVLP gravity feed air spray gun, $11.89, normally $16.99, 30% off, which is right at, I would say, at the minimum that these should be, because there's always, I say this too often, at least 30, 35, 40% off. We continue Bauer 7.5 amp 1/2 inch variable speed hammer drill, $39.99, 11% off on that. Then we have the Hercules 550-pound universal aluminum mobile folding miter saw stand, 30 bucks off at $149.99, just under 20%. 20% would be $36 off. So okay of a deal. Then we have the Predator 15.8 horsepower max performance OHV horizontal shaft gas engine, $419.99, $30 off. Next, the Bauer 11 amp 1 9/16 inch SDS max type variable speed rotary hammer at $130, $20 off, well below 20% on that. Next, the Merlin premium air compressor accessory kit, 20-piece, 18 bucks, 28% off on that. And one of the, I don't want to say crowd favorites, my favorites, although I just got the 65-pound ones for $3 for two. Crazy deal. The US General 25-pound magnetic hook, $5, 37% off. This is the time if you want to get these, because they're nice and painted and they'll match your US General toolbox. This is the time to get them when they're $5, 37% off. Huge discount on these. Time to stock up if you don't have them. Next, Pittsburgh 3CFM 2-stage vacuum pump, $129.99, $10 off on that. Abysmal. Hallmaster triple ball trailer hitch, $24.99, 16% off there. Then we have the Fortress 2-gallon 135 PSI ultra quiet oil-free hand carry job site air compressor for $170, $20 off here. Next, Bauer 10 amp variable speed reciprocating saw for $44.99, 18% off. Not too bad on that. Then we have the Hallmaster 1-ton manual chain hoist for $60, 14% off. Then the Franklin 2-in-1 convertible hand truck, 800 pound, 600 pound capacity, $79.99. Normally $95, but that is $15 off. And then we have the 19-foot by 29-foot all-purpose weather-resistant tarp for $28, 15% off there. And then we have the Hallmaster 500-pound capacity steel cargo carrier, $45, 25% off. So good deal on this steel cargo carrier from Hallmaster. And then here we go, Quinn Alert premium screwdriver set, 15-piece for $20, 28% off. So this is going to be our first steal of a deal at 28% off. This Quinn premium screwdriver set, you get 15 pieces. It's a great deal on a quality set for $20, just over $1 per screwdriver here. Then we have Bauer 8-amp 4.5-inch trigger grip angle grinder, $30, 14% off. And we have the HFT 6-outlet power strip with metal housing, $17.29, 24% off, normally $23. Then we have the Franklin 40-inch by 50-inch moving blanket, $3.99, 20% off. And this has also been one of those free gifts, but not too bad at 20% off. Then we have the Pittsburgh 1/4-inch drive SAE and metric high visibility socket set, 21-piece, $15, 25% off there. And Storehouse watertight heat shrink butt connector. I repeat, watertight heat shrink butt connector assortment, 30-piece, $8, 20% off. Always in need of some butt connectors. Merlin, it's like a human centipede. Merlin 3/8-inch 50-foot PVC rubber hybrid air hose, $22.49, 25% off here. Then we have the Serpentine belt tool kit at $14.99, 31% off. Good deal here on this Serpentine belt toolkit. 31% off is what we like to see. And with the Warrior 0.7-amp rotary toolkit, 80-piece, $7.99, 11% off there. And another U.S. General Alert magnetic spray can and screwdriver holder at $9.99, 33% off. Excellent discount here. Very specific, but I feel like these do come in handy, especially if you have a lot of lubricants or, of course, any type of spray cans that you're using that you need quick and easy access to on your tool cart. Next, Hercules 16-inch tool bag with 6 pockets, $12, 29% off. Good deal there. Doyle Alert lifetime guarantee heavy-duty ratcheting crimper, $14, 30% off. Great deal here. With a Vanguard 3-way grounded adapter for $2, 28% off. And the Hercules impact rated hex shank titanium drill bit set, 7-piece, $9.99, 16% off there. And we have the Baxter, the all so beautifully designed Baxter 6-inch professional orbital composite air sander for $80, 11% off. Then we have Storehouse 24 compartment large storage container, $4.49, 10% off there. Then we have Hardy cowhide ball and tape adjustable wrist glove, $6.49, 18% off there. And we have Drill Master 2.4 amp trim router, $22, 12% off. More Hallmaster 400-pound capacity, 1-inch by 8-foot camouflage ratcheting tie downs, $13.99, 22% off. And maybe I am having trouble seeing these camouflage, not the traditional, maybe it's just my screen. Okay, these look a little bit more traditional camouflage here on the super coupon. They are not, they're looking like some confetti ratcheting tie downs. Yeah, we continue. HFT 100-foot extension cord reel, $8, 20% off there. US General wire pliers rack for $10, 23% off. If you're washing your pliers and you need to put them out to dry, that's what that's for. We have the Hallmaster trailer spare tire carrier, $20, 20% off. And we have this brand new Pittsburgh 2-inch by 6-foot, 2,000-pound capacity web lifting sling, $6.99, 30% off. So great discount, great color. Liking what I'm seeing. Next, Spectrum 32-ounce professional HTE compliant siphon air spray gun, $90, $10 off. That's 10% off. We continue. Chicago Electric Power Tools 1/4 inch by 14-foot protective wire wrap for $234, 41% off. 180 lumen rotating magnetic LED work light for $429, 14% off there. Save 60 cents. More Storehouse heat shrink tubing assortment with case, 120 piece, $279, 30% off. With a Hercules 2.4 amp orbital quarter sheet sander with soft start, $34.99, 22% off there. And this super convenient Grant's Auto Detailing Dirt Guard 3.5 to 7 gallon bucket insert. You should probably have one of these if you're ever washing your own car, just to filter out any of those big pieces of dirt or whatever it is that you don't want getting stuck on your mitt or your brush that you're using to wash your car that'll scratch your paint. 37% off for $5. Good deal here. And then we have the Pittsburgh 3/8 inch drive composite quick release ratchet for $8, 11% off. Your off-road Hallmaster 10-inch pneumatic rigid caster for $13, 27% off there. The Road Shock 42-inch spot flood combo LED light bar, $20 off, $130, normally $150. Then we have the Bremen, also a lifetime guarantee, 18-inch C-clamp locking pliers for $18, 28% off there. The 1-inch roller ball bearing for 99 cents, 50% off on this. Crazy discount, $1 of savings. And the Hercules very fine non-woven hand pad, 2-pack, $2, 33% off. And we have the brand new Badland winching gloves. So whenever you're going out to winch, it can be tough on your hands. Here we have these $20 gloves available in large or extra large. Normally $25, so 20% off. Decent deal on a brand new item. Next, the Doyle lifetime guarantee 7-inch carpenter's vise for $55, 15% off. Then we have the Hercules medium non-woven hand pad, 2-pack for $2. Continuing, the Warrior 10 amp 7-inch variable speed rotary polisher sander, $33, 17% off there. And we have a Badland alert, 48-inch farm jack, $80, normally $100, but it is $20 off, 20% off, so good deal on this farm jack. And we have the Bauer 1.2 amp corner detail sander with sealed on-off switch, $17.99, 28% off on this. And then rounding out the last few super coupons, we have the Chicago Electric Power Tools 10-inch sliding compound miter saw for $119.99, $35 off. So not too bad, just over 20% off on that. So that's a good deal from the Chicago Electric. And then last but not least, Pittsburgh R134A AC manifold gauge set, $49.99, was $65, so 23% off on that. So good deal there. And those are our super coupons. Am I the only one who noticed a lack of Icon? We got US General, we got some Doyle, we got some Quinn, we got a little bit of everything else, but I didn't see any Icon discounts. What does that mean? Maybe they're setting us up for some Icon deals. I doubt it. Maybe. I mean, they're due. What do you think? Some decent deals here on a few things. It'll keep us going. Anything that you saw, we started off pretty strong. $219 for the 5-drawer mechanic cart. They normally save this for something like a parking lot sale, which I've heard is coming up here at the beginning of August. What are your thoughts? That's not too bad. This is a pretty good deal here. Feels like they've giveth on some and they've taken away on others, but either way, we will leave it at that. Missed the Harbor Freight deals. Hopefully you took advantage of the 20% off. Reasons like that is why you should be subscribed with the bell on so I can get you those deals as soon as they come out. But either way, good luck out there. Happy Harbor Freighting. Good luck on all the deals. And as soon as I have some more deals, I will send them your way.